So Jamal Niaz here for Seconds Out with the one and only Johnny Nelson, and what a fight week we're having commencing right now. The fight that the British fight fans thought would never happen, it's happening. How excited are you?
Jamal, nice to see you. First of all, that light is burning my eyes. Secondly, I was probably one of the first people to say, this fight is never going to happen. And even up till last week, I'm thinking, nah, it ain't going to happen, man. Because it was just teasing it, yeah, it's not going to happen, why it's not going to happen. Now it's happening. Let me tell you, Manchester is the best place, the best city in the UK when it comes to a big fight, a fight with rivalry. Remember Froch Groves? You know, remember, was it David Hay against Audie Harrison here? Yes. There's some mad fights, and Manchester is like one of those cities where it goes on all week. It's like the Mardi Gras Rasta. It goes on all week, and so now with these two want to fight each other. If you'd have said to me 10 years ago, Kell Brook against Amir Khan, what do you think? I'd have said Amir Khan. If you'd have said to me 5 years ago, Kell Brook against Amir Khan, what do you think? I'd have said Kell Brook. Ask me now, I have no idea. I've absolutely no, and Kell's my boy. Kell's from our gym, and I've seen what he's doing. I've seen how amazing he's looking in the gym. I have absolutely no idea, because I can see how both fighters can win and how both fighters can lose. And so it's a case of game plan, attitude, hunger, desire. If Khan can get under Brook's skin, his skin can get under Khan's skin, and Khan thinks he's too above. You know, it's just, there's so much going on in this. I would not put my house on it.
And your sit-downs with each fighter is always a highlight heading into a big fight like this. It didn't disappoint. It's been named as one of the best ones to date. One of the main takeaways, you could see how agitated Kell Brook is at the mere sight of Amir Khan heading into this one. Is that a real factor? Like, is his anger issues heading into it?
Oh, listen to me. I've done many gloves are off, and what happens is, you know when people are faking it, and there's very few where they're not faking it. Where I've looked, I thought, and this one's for real. And it's not what they say on camera. They cut a lot of it out. It's what they say. It's what they say off camera. And trust me, these men. It was just, Amir Khan is very media savvy. He knows what to say, how to sound and look cool on TV. Kell isn't. He wears his heart on his sleeve. So Kell's getting emotional. Amir's like a puppet master, a cat with a mouse teasing him, bringing him in, smiling, sneering at him, saying little lines, and then Kell set himself up and he's answering him. I'm like, Kell, what you doing, man? But I can't say nothing. Afterwards, Kell looked at it. Kell was happy. He said, I should have said this, I should have said that, I should have said this. That's how it is. You know, but if we talk tomorrow when it comes to the press conference, again, Amir Khan will score one over Kell Brook because his media is too on it. He's too on it. When it comes to fight time, that's when it gets serious. When it comes to the weigh-in, that's when it gets serious. You know, you'll see the condition of both fighters. You'll be able to tell, wow, he looks strong, he looks strong. The question is, why down at 147? Why make the fight this weight? There's no title on the line. Both fighters are fought at a higher weight. You know, so to me, these are demands by Khan's team. So Khan's team, why would he ask for that? You know, I want to box the best version of you. You want to box the best version of me. Don't be trying to get a sneaky advantage, saying I'm going to draw him down. Because Khan struggles to get down, but he probably doesn't struggle as much as Brook. You know, so to me, I just think, unfortunately, that's not going to make any difference after midnight, Saturday night, because whoever's won, whoever's lost, whatever excuse for why they won or lost is out of the window. I think it's going to be a major fight. I don't see it going the distance. I see the referee having a busy night, but I do see how both fights can win and lose a fight. I'm so looking forward to it. It's mad.
Yeah, me too. Do you actually believe that Khan has overlooked Kell his whole career? You know, he's given this whole vibe.
I was at it when Khan was training with Virgil Hunter. And Virgil Hunter said I will never let Khan box Brook. And he was his trainer then. You know what I mean? And so I can remember, oh God, American fight, top fight, I remember his name in a minute. Even he said the best fight in the division is Kell Brook. Amir Khan well aware of Kell Brook. Amir Khan had the springboard of his successes of representing the UK in the Olympics. So for him to lord it over Kell, it's easy because he talks well. He's got the medals to prove that. But he's well aware of who Kell is, because you've got to go back and look at why this fight hasn't happened. What we've heard, if Kell does this, the fight will be on. He did it. Kell does that, the fight will be on. He did it. If Kell jumps through this hoop 15 times and that fight, he's done everything after him. The fight's not taken place. So the only reason why that is, anyone, even Khan fans, you can't say Kell's not been hungered chasing that for the fight. Yeah, can't. And so to me, I'm thinking, there's nothing you said that's told me you want this fight up to this point. And the reason why this fight's happening now is because that's the only fight there for them both at this stage in their career. So it's got to happen.
Obviously, there is a rematch clause as well, but
it's a rematch clause if Khan wins.
Right.
It's a rematch clause if Kell wins. That's what you want to talk about.
Very carefully picked if that is the case. Do you actually believe that this could be both men's final fight on Saturday night?
I do. I think the loser, depending on the fashion of the loss, unless they fight each other again, the winner may be tempted to be a gatekeeper, because that's all they'll be for the likes of Conor Benn, for the likes of Chris Eubank. So you think, do I really want to go in there and these young boys that have got it on fire? You got to think brain over brawn. So it wouldn't surprise me if even the winner said, "Nah, I'm done now. That's all I needed." Because the loser, everything he's achieved as in boxing, is going to be blitzed by this fight, because no one's going to care. Even though you've got two guys that are world champions, two guys that rule the world, two guys that have done amazing. Performances-wise, Amir Khan needs a Devon Alexander-esque style.
Probably his best performance.
That's what he needs. Kell Brook needs a Sean Porter style, rugged, aggressive, doggish. He needs that. These guys need to be able to produce this to get the win. It's who can and who can't do it.
If there were to be a finish inside the distance,
without a doubt,
who do you think would have the better chance?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I just don't know. Amir Khan could be fast enough and pop Kell's eye. Amir Khan could be slow enough. And Amir Khan could be too slow. And get chopped by one of Kell's counters. For the first time I saw Amir Khan vulnerable when he boxed Terence Crawford and he was being outsped. I'm like, damn. And that was 2 years ago. So and that's not going to improve. So we got to see, wait and see.
You mentioned Conor Benn there. Obviously, all the talk at the moment has been from that recent call out after.
Sorry.
It's all right. After the Eubank fight, there's a bit of talk about Conor Benn, Eubank, and obviously, like you mentioned, there was a bit of storyline heading into this one. Conor was gunning for both of these guys, and that fight obviously didn't happen.
It could happen. It could happen. That's what I'm saying. These guys are now gatekeepers. They proved when they've stepped up to fight Terence Crawford, they've been found wanting. So now it's for the young bucks to come through, and that's what they are. They'll be the gatekeepers. So these fights can happen. They're the money fights for them. Otherwise, there's no other money fights out there for either of them apart from each other.
Crawford's playing a bit of third wheel in this one as well, isn't he?
Listen.
Is this all part of the show?
It's gamesmanship. And that's what it is. It's come over. Bo Mack's come over. But you got to remember, Bo Mack said about Amir Khan that Amir Khan had no bottle, he died on the floor. Remember that? So why would you make that guy your corner man, the guy you trust, the guy you believe in, the guy you think, I'm putting my career in your hands? Now, Kell stayed with a guy that he's learned his lesson each time he's left to do it himself. He's been turned over. So he's thinking, you know what, I ain't doing that again, I'm staying where I am. You know me better than anybody. So preparation-wise, decision-wise, in regards to getting into fight, I think Kell's done the right thing in regards to it.
So many interesting storylines heading into this one, and we got the presser tomorrow, so I really appreciate your time, Johnny, and thanks so much, man. Thank you.